wonders which have been the only practical result and the strongest practical argument in favor of strong Republican institutions, foremost among them the education of the young. It brings me great pride to see what this country has accomplished in educating its young men and women to uphold the values of liberty for which we fought. And if I may digress for a few moments, I wish to share with you the story of why it was I came to America in the first place all those years ago, because it begins on a very hot and steamy day not unlike this one. When I was 17 years old and very far from my home in Paris and from my family in Auvergne, I was stationed with the French army in the city of Metz in eastern France. By a show of hands, how many of you have been to my home country of France? Pas mal. How many of you have been to Metz? There is always one. Il y a toujours une. Metz, it is a city in the east of France. It is the capital of the province of La Lorraine. And it was near this city. The city lies near the border over which was fought the 7 Years' War, which was fought on this continent as well, although you Americans insist upon calling it the French and Indian War as though those were the only parties involved. No, 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 no. My own father lost his life in this war. He was not killed by the Indians, and he was certainly not killed by the French. He was killed by the English at the Battle of Minden in Prussia. This was a European war, and it remained very fresh in the minds of the officers who served during the conflict. But for me, a 17-year-old in Metz, it was excruciatingly boring, my time in the French army. But on a very steamy summer day, in 1775, we received in our encampment a most peculiar visitor, His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester, the very brother of King George III of England. And he was traveling from London to Italy and wished to stop in Metz along the way, and my commanding officers wished to put French hospitality on display. And so all of the officers were invited to dine with the Duke, as well as all officers who carried titles of nobility, a category into which I qualified by being a marquis. And you and your